Okay, today we're going to talk about how many times you received an agreement that looks something like this that you needed to approve. So most people don't read this. And this happens with other contracts. Maybe you're needing to understand what's going on. Maybe they're not as intimidating as this. I mean, obviously, an agreement with Amazon is going to be hard and fast, and either you accept it or you don't. But oftentimes, you get agreements that need to be considered, and then need your thoughts. For example, I have a great attorney, and every time I ask him to help me go over a contract, the first thing he asks me is, so did you read it? And if you're like me, I'm gonna be brain dead before I finish reading this. And then if you ask me questions on comprehension, no, I'm not going to do it. I didn't go to law school for a reason. And so all of this stuff is confusing to me. And so we rely on our attorneys, lawyers, to help us understand this. But here's the fly in the ointment. They want to have a conversation with you with someone that understands what the agreement's discussing, and you want to understand what's going on. And so they're going to go, did you read this? And what questions do you have? And I'm like, no, that's why I asked you to read it, because I'm expecting you to look out for me. Well, that's what this little free GPT, it's called the Pre-Lawyer Contract Coach, that you can come in here and pop in any agreement. Just pop it in here, and it will help you review it, and then it'll help you negotiate. Think about the items that you can negotiate on. So what can you expect from this GPT? So it's like a senior business contract lawyer. You analyze your contracts for risks, unfair terms, hidden obligations, compare clauses to industry standards, suggest specific revisions and negotiation strategies. So imagine that you spending a little time in an agreement. You know, what does an attorney cost you per hour? Anywhere from $250 to $500 an hour, right? And so seems like you can do this and save a little time, because you're going to be up to speed, and you can get where you want to be and understand what you want if you show up prepared to have the conversation with your attorney. You show up for success. So let's say that, let's see if we can do this here. All right, let's pop it in here. Okay. So now it's wanting to confirm my role. All right, so I'm the content creator. I wrote a book, so this is the, to be able to sell it on Amazon. This would be one of the agreements that I would have to enter into with Amazon. Obviously, they're going to hold your feet to the fire, so you might as well understand what you're agreeing to, whether you can make any adjustments or changes, but at least you're going to be able to ask questions. So look at this. This is what you find out usually after you're in trouble, or you send a letter, a cease and desist letter, or you get a cease and desist letter. And then you go, oh my gosh, and you go to the attorney, I got this cease and desist. And he goes, well, bring me the agreement. And then he or she's trying to help you after the fact. So this is what's really cool about this GPT, is that you can get clarity on what's going on with this agreement. Deal breakers. Just like everything else, they don't like what you said, they just hold your money. They'll keep your money and cut you off without cause. And just one day they decide, you know, Steve, we don't like your book anymore. High risk terms, industry standards, commission withholding. So this is what this free GBT that I made for you is to help you as a business owner. Maybe you've got rental property, or you're needing to up your game a little bit on your agreements. Pop your old agreement in here. Pop the one that you're wanting people to sign, and see what you can improve. So let's go down here and go. So I'm going to ask it, give me a negotiation strategy to reduce the high-risk items. You can't negotiate the actual terms with Amazon, but you can protect your interests, preserve your income by leveraging platform diversification. You see? So now these are items that I may not have thought about. So suggesting here to have a pre-prepared strategic communication, assuming my account is flagged. So again, this will help you get on the same page with your attorney, reduce your fees that you need to pay them, reduce frustration, get you up to speed, put you in a position of confidence because you have clarity and you understand an agreement. And at least you're going to feel better, because would you have read all of this? The answer is generally no. All right, let me know if you have any questions. You can get this GPT in the link down below in this video and in the newsletter.